All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Lee. Happy Sabbath. Going to continue reading the book of Numbers. We ended at Numbers chapter 24 last time. So we'll be on Numbers chapter 25. I've got some manuscripts of the Dead Sea Scrolls translations pulled up. Samaritan Pentateuch pulled up. Brenton Septuagint. Thompson Septuagint. King James Version. Blue Letter Bible, which you can also compare like the ESV here. If you want to switch to that, you can search through that in here. The Aramaic Targums. So just like his word is scattered precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little throughout the scriptures, it's also scattered in translations too. So let's see here, let me get a search tab going. Proverbs 25:2, it is the glory of Yahuwah to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter. Approve all things. 1 Thessalonians 5:21, prove all things, hold fast that which is good. More. Acts 17:11, these were more noble than those in Thessalonica, in that they received the word with all readiness of mind, and searched the scriptures daily, whether those things were so. So, Numbers 25, test all things, even what I'm saying. Make sure it lines up. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began Shittim. There we go. And the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab, and they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods. And the people did eat and bowed down to their gods. And some sons of Israel joined themselves unto Baal Peor, and the anger of Yahuwah was kindled against Israel. Scroll 4Q27, Yahuwah said to Moses, take all the chiefs of the people and hang them up to Yahuwah before the sun, that the fierce anger of Yahuwah may turn away from Israel. And you'll notice in the translation of the scrolls here, they've got Yahuwah, which is, in our translations it says Lord. And they'll tell you they've replaced the name in either the front of your Bible or the back of your Bible. And if you go to Lord here, H3068, it says Yehovah, because that is what it's Lord. Yehovah, Lord. So when you're saying Yehovah, you're just saying Lord. 6,510 times they replaced his name with Lord or Yehovah, unpronounced except with the vowel pointings. And you'll see in the Dead Sea Scrolls that his name was not translated into Aramaic, which is what this is, not Hebrew, Aramaic. So I try to share that with people so they'll know that the name has been changed. Even if you take the vowel pointings off, they still changed the name. They did that before they added the vowel pointings. Tetragrammaton. Just look up Tetragrammaton, and you'll see here in the Dead Sea Scrolls it would be the top one here. It was that's the Hebrew. It was never meant to be changed, and it's YHWH, not, there's no V. And even in the writings of Tertullian, you'll see where he says tau, not tav, which means what he was reading in the 2nd or 3rd century, it wasn't there. So Yahuwah said to Moses, take all the chiefs of the people and hang them up to Yahuwah before the sun, that the fierce anger of Yahuwah may turn away from Israel. Moses said to the judges of Israel, everyone kill his men who have joined themselves to Baal Peor. Behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought to his brothers a Midianite woman in the sight of Moses and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, while they were weeping at the door of the tent of meeting. When Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it, he rose up from the middle of the congregation and took a spear in his hand. He went after the man of Israel into the pavilion and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her body, so the plague was stopped among the children of Israel. 8. And those that died in the plague were 20 and 4,000. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, hath turned my wrath away from the children of Israel, while he was zealous for my sake among them, that I consume not the children of Israel in my jealousy. Wherefore say, behold, I give unto him my covenant of peace, and he shall have it in his seed after him, even the covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for his Elohim, and made an atonement for the children of Israel. Now the name of the Israelite that was slain, even that was slain with the Midianitish woman, was Zimri the son of Salu, a prince of the chief house among the Simeonites. And the name of the Midianitish woman that was slain was Cosbi, the daughter of Zur. He was head over a people and a chief house in Midian. Yahuwah spoke to Moses, saying, speak to the children of Israel, saying, harass the Midianites and strike them, for they harassed you with their wiles, wherein they have deceived you in the matter of Peor, and in the incident regarding Cosbi, the daughter of the prince of Midian, their sister, who was slain on the day of the plague in the matter of Peor. And it came to pass after the plague. Weird place to put a chapter break. 26. After the plague. Okay, yeah. So 26 here starts after the plague. Yahuwah spoke to Moses and to Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, saying, take a census of all the congregation of the children of Israel from 20 years old and upward, by their fathers' houses, all who are able to go out to war in Israel. Moses and Eleazar the priest spoke with them in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho, saying, take a census from 20 years old and upward, as Yahuwah commanded Moses and the children of Israel. These are those that came out of the land of Egypt: Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, the sons of Reuben, of Hanok, the family of the Hanokites, of Palu, the family of the Paluites. 6. Of Hezron, the family of the Hezronites, of Carmi, the family of the Carmites. These are the families of the Reubenites, and those who were counted of them were 43,730. The son of Palu, Eliab, the sons of Eliab, Nemuel, Dathan, and Abiram. These are that Dathan and Abiram who were called by the congregation, who rebelled against Moses and against Aaron in the company of Korah, when they rebelled against Yahuwah. And the earth opened its mouth, and the earth swallowed them up together with Korah. When that company died, at the time the fire devoured 250 men who offered incense, and they became a sign. Notwithstanding, the sons of Korah didn't die. The sons of Simeon, after their families, of Nemuel, the family of the Nemuelites, of Jamin, the family of the Geminites, of Jakin, the family of the Jechonites, of Zerah, the family of the Zerites, of Shaul, the family of the Shaulites. These are the families of the Simeonites, 22,200. The sons of Gad, after their families, of Zephon, the family of the Zephonites, of Haggai, the family of the Haggites, of Shuni, the family of the Shunites, of Ozni, the family of the Oznites, of Eri, the family of the Erites; of Arod, the family of the Orodites; of Areli, the family of the Arelites. These are the families of the sons of Gad, according to those who were counted of them, 40,500. The sons of Judah, and Onan. And Onan died in the land of Canaan. The sons of Judah after their families were of Shelah, the family of the Shalonites; of Perez, the family of the Perizzites; of Zerah, the family of the Zerahites. The sons of Perez were of Hezron, the family of the Hezronites; of Hamol, the family of the Hamolites. These are the families of Judah according to those who were counted of them, 76,500. The sons of Issachar after their families: of Tola, the family of the Tolites; of Puvah, the family of the Punites; of Jeshub, the family of the Jeshubites; of Shimron, the family of the Shimronites. These are the families of Issachar according to those who were counted of them, 64,300. The sons of Zebulun after their families: of Sered, the family of the Seredites; of Elon, the family of the Elonites; of Jalil, the family of the Jalilites. These are the families of the Zebulunites according to those who were counted of them, 60,500. The sons of Joseph after their families: Manasseh and Ephraim. The sons of Manasseh: of Machir, the family of the Machirites; and Machir became the father of Gilead; of Gilead, the family of the Gileadites. These are the sons of Gilead: of Lazar, the family of the Lazarites; of Helek, the family of the Helekites; and Azriel, the family of the Azraelites; and Shechem, the family of the Shechemites; and Shemida, the family of the Shemidites; and Hefer, the family of the Heferites. Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, had no sons, but daughters, and these are the names of the daughters of Zelophehad: Mahlah, Noah, Hagla, Milcah, and Tirzah. 33. These are the families of Manasseh, and those that were numbered of them, 50 and 2,700. And these are the sons of Ephraim after their families: of Shuthelah, the family of the Shuthalites. It's hard to pronounce. Of Becher, the family of the Becherites; of Taham, the family of the Tahamites. These are the sons of Shuthelah; of Edon, the family of the Edonites. These are the families of the sons of Ephraim according to those that were numbered of them, 30 and 2,500. These are the sons of Joseph after their families. The sons of Benjamin after their families: of Belah, the family of the Belites; of Ashbel, the family of the Ashbelites; of Ahiram, the family of the Ahiramites; of Shupham, the family of the Shuphamites; of Hupham, the family of the Huphamites; of Ard, the family of the Ardites; and of Naaman, the family of the Naamites. These are the sons of Benjamin after their families, and they that were numbered of them were 40 and 5,600. And these are the sons of Dan after their families: of Shuham, the family of the Shuhamites. These are the families of Dan after their families. All the families of the Shuhamites, according to those that were numbered of them, were 64,400. Of the children of Asher, after their families: of Jimnah, the family of the Jimnites; of Jeshu, the family of the Jeshuites. Interesting. Jesuit. Of Berea, the family of the Berites; of the sons of Berea: of Heber, the family of the Heberites; of Malchiel. That's interesting too. Heberites. The family of the Malchielites. The name of the daughter of Asher was Sarah. These are the families of the sons of Asher according to those that were numbered of them, who were 50 and 3,400. Of the sons of Naphtali, after their families: of Jazeel, the family of the Jazelites; of Guni, the family of the Gunites; of Jezer, the family of the Jezerites; of Shalim, the family of the Shilemites. These are the families of Naphtali according to their families, and they were numbered of them were 40 and 5,400. These were the numbered of the children of Israel, 600,000 and 1,730. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Unto these the land shall be divided for an inheritance according to their the number of names. To many thou shalt give the more inheritance, and to few thou shalt give the less inheritance. To every one shall his inheritance be given according to those that were numbered of him. Notwithstanding, the land shall be divided by lot, according to the names of the tribes of their fathers. They shall inherit. According to his lot shall the possession thereof be divided between many and few. And these are they that were numbered of the Levites after their families: of Gershon, the family of the Gershonites; of Kohath, the family of the Kohathites; of Merari, the family of the Merarites. These are the families of the sons of the Levites: the family of the Libanites, the family of the Hebronites, the family of the Malites, the family of the Mushites, the family of the Korathites. And Kohath begot Amram. That's the lineage of Moses. You'll see that Amram was his father, Kohath was his grandfather, and Levi was his great-grandfather. And the name of Amram's wife was Jochebed, the daughter of Levi, whom her mother bare to Levi in Egypt. And she bare unto Amram Aaron and Moses, and Miriam their sister. And unto Aaron was born Nadab, and Abihu, and Eleazar, and Ithamar. And Nadab and Abihu died when they offered strange fire before Yahuwah. And those that were numbered of them were 20 and 3,000, all males from a month old and upward. For they were not numbered among the children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given them among the children of Israel. Another interesting thing also, if you go to the Dead Sea Scrolls, you'll have the writings of Kohath and the writings of fragments of Amram. So they had writings in the Dead Sea Scrolls. These are they that were numbered by Moses and Eleazar the priest. Let's go to 62 here. Those who were counted of them were 23,000, every male from a month old and upward, for they were not counted among the children of Israel, because there was no inheritance given them among the children of Israel. Interesting where it mentions Amram and Kohath missing here. They kept these scrolls concealed for years. They found them in the 47 or 48, and they weren't released until the 90s. And there was reports that a whole copy of Enoch was taken and sold, and a copy of the book of Matthew was taken out of the scrolls and sold. So what else did they do? These are those who were counted by Moses and Eleazar the priest, who counted the children of Israel in the plains of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho. But among these there was not a man of them who were counted by Moses and Aaron the priest, who counted the children of Israel in the wilderness of Sinai. For Yahuwah had said to them, They shall surely die in the wilderness. There was not a man left of them except Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. So, yep. Yeah, you can look up, you can do some research on it, but let's see. You go up here, this is Wikipedia, which you can get other sources. According to Strugnell, he was the director of the Dead Sea Scrolls, which he was later, after he made his statement, he was branded as an alcoholic and booted off the team. Shocker, shocker. So, Aramaic Enoch Scroll is now a published complete copy of the Book of Enoch, which is rumored to be in possession of private investors. No proof of its existence, but according to the former chief editor of the official Dead Sea Scrolls editorial team, John Strugnell, he died in 2007, the scroll was well preserved and microfilmed. Strugnell said that he was shown the microfilm in 1990 during the Kuwait crisis, but he was never able to buy it for the editorial team. The scroll was found in Cave 11 in 1956, together with the other already published scrolls and fragments. Apart from this, and another scroll from Cave 11 that he claimed to have seen, Strobel had heard Gerald Lacature Harding, the director of Jordan's Department of Antiquities, speak of at least 2 never published scrolls from the same find. These are some of them were at that time about to be bought by private, probably European collectors or bankers. The reason for buying them was for investments. Yeah, right. Although Strobel had arrangements with serious buyers who would publicize the scrolls, he was not able to convince the owners to sell. Abu Dahoud has confirmed that he and 10 other men found in the cave and sold the scrolls to many different people. Yeah, you think? No trace of the parables of Enoch was discovered at Qumran, although he quotes the parables of Enoch in Enoch. Yep. So you got that, and then you got probably even harder to find evidence of that. But yeah, you can research it. Very interesting. Why would they do that? Alright, Numbers chapter 27. Then the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hepher, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, of the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph, came near. These are the names of his daughters, Mahlah, and Noah, Haglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. They stood before Moses, before Eleazar the priest, and before the princes and all the congregation at the door of the tent of meeting, saying, Our father died in the wilderness. He was not among the company of those who gathered themselves together against Yahuwah in the company of Korah, but he died in his own sin. He had no sons. Why should the name of our father be taken away from among his family? Because he had no son. Give to us a possession among the brothers of our father. Moses brought their cause before Yahuwah. So, 6. Yahuwah spoke to Moses, saying, The daughters of Zelophehad speak right. You shall surely give them a possession of an inheritance among their father's brothers. You shall cause the inheritance of their father to pass to them. You shall speak to the children of Israel, saying, If a man dies and has no son, then you shall cause his inheritance to pass to his daughter. If he has no daughter, then you shall give his inheritance to his brothers. 10. Yeah, so if his father has no brothers, then you shall give his inheritance to his kinsman, who is next to him of his family, and he shall possess it. This shall be a statute and ordinance for the children of Israel, as Yahuwah commanded Moses. Yahuwah said to Moses, Go up into this mountain of Abarim, and see the land which I have given to the children of Israel. When you have seen it, you also shall be gathered to your people, as Aaron your brother was gathered. And if you look, let's see, it's 13. Yeah. Yeah, we'll wait on that. Let's go 13 to 18. For you rebelled against my commandment in the desert of Zin. 27. Samaritan Pentateuch. Desert of Zin, verse 14. Yeah, Desert of Zin. In the strife of the congregation to sanctify me at the water before their eyes, that is the water of Meribah and Kadesh in the wilderness of Zin. And Moses spake unto Yahuwah, saying, Let Yahuwah, the Elohim of the spirits of all flesh, set a man of the congregation, which may go out before them, and which may go in before them, and which may lead them out, and which may bring them in, that the congregation of Yahuwah be not as sheep which have no shepherd. Yahuwah said to Moses, Take Joshua the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay your hand on him. Set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation, and commission him in their sight. 19. And thou shalt put some of thine honor upon him, that all the congregation of the children of Israel may be obedient. He shall stand before Eleazar the priest, who shall inquire for him by the judgment of the Urim before Yahuwah. At his word they shall go out, and at his word they shall come in, both he and all the children of Israel, even all the congregation with him. Moses did as Yahuwah commanded him. He took Joshua the son of Nun, and set him before Eleazar the priest, and before all the congregation. He laid his hands on him, and commissioned him, as Yahuwah spoke by Moses. And Moses said to him, Your eyes have seen what Yahuwah did to these two kings, so he will do to all the kingdoms into where you are going. You shall not fear them, for Yahuwah your Elohim, he is the one who fights for you. This right here is missing in our modern Bibles, verse 23. So he laid his hands on him and gave a charge as Yahuwah commanded by the hand of Moses. Yep. And missing. Go down here. The extra words are in the Samaritan Pentateuch and match Deuteronomy 3:21 through 22. So these were originally in Numbers. Deuteronomy quotes it. Two witnesses. Samaritan Pentateuch has it. 28. 11. Numbers 28. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Command the children of Israel, and say unto them, My offering and my bread for my sacrifices made by fire, for a sweet savor unto me, shall you observe to offer unto me in their due season. And thou shalt say unto them, This is the offering made by fire, which you shall offer unto Yahuwah, 2 lambs of the first year without spot, day by day, for continual burnt offerings. The one lamb shalt thou offer in the morning, and the other lamb shalt thou offer at even, and 1/10 part of an ephah of flour for a meat offering, mingled with 1/4 part of a hin of beaten oil. Flour for a meat offering. So the meat would be bread. It is a continual burnt offering, which was ordained in Mount Sinai for a sweet savor, a sacrifice made by fire unto Yahuwah, ordained in Mount Sinai. And the drink offering thereof shall be the 1/4 part of a hin for the one lamb. In the holy place shalt thou cause the strong wine to be poured unto Yahuwah for a drink offering. And the other lamb shalt thou offer at even as the meat offering of the morning. And as a drink offering thereof thou shalt offer it, a sacrifice made by fire, of a sweet savor unto Yahuwah. And on the Sabbath day, let's go to 11. Sabbath day, 2 lambs of the first year without spot, and 2/10 deals of flour for a meat offering, bread offering, mingled with oil, and the drink offering thereof. This is the burnt offering of every Sabbath, beside the continual burnt offering and his drink offering. And in the beginnings of your months you shall offer a burnt offering unto Yahuwah, 2 young bullocks and 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year without spot. So here, Numbers 28. In the beginnings of your months, verse 11. Doesn't say new moon, it says beginnings of your months. Beginnings of your months. And okay, so you go to the Brenton Septuagint, and at the new moons you shall bring whole burnt offering. I like to check little things like that. So, Numbers 28. And the Thompson Septuagint has new moons. So if we go over to, let's see here, Numbers 28. The ESV is another translation I like to check on. ESV. Beginnings of your months. So, You shall offer a burnt offering to Yahuwah 2 young bulls and 1 ram, 7 male lambs a year old without defect, and 3/10 of an ephah of fine flour for a meal offering. Meal offering, 12. Yep, so the Samaritan Pentateuch's got meat. Meat offering, Brenton Septuagint. What's that? Where's that at? Verse 12. Verse 12. Doesn't even have it in there, but next verse has meat offering. Say 13 here. Brenton Septuagint, meat offering, sweet smelling savor, a burnt offering to Yahuwah. Thompson Septuagint, for a homage offering. KJV, meat offering. Meat offering. For a fine flour for a meal offering. Mixed with oil for each bull, and 2/10 parts of fine flour for a meal offering, mixed with oil for the 1 ram. That makes more sense than the Dead Sea Scrolls. Meal offering. 11. 13. Yep. So 3/10 deal of flour for a meal offering mingled with oil for 1 bullock, and 2/10 deal of flour for a meal offering mingled with oil for 1 ram, and 1/10 part of fine flour mixed with oil for a meal offering for it to every lamb, as a burnt offering of a pleasant aroma, an offering made by fire to Yahuwah. Their drink offering shall be half a hin of wine for a bull, 1/3 part of a hin for the ram, and the 4th part of a hin of wine will be for a lamb. Wine, verse 14. Wine's missing. 14. Hin of wine, Brenton Septuagint. 4th part. Thompson Septuagint missing. KJV missing. ESV. Hin of wine. 14 drink offerings, half a hin of wine of the bullock, 4th part. 1/4 of a hin missing. They don't even have 4th part in there. Oh, let's see. Wine will be for a lamb. This is the burnt offering of every month throughout the months of the year. Also 1 male goat for a sin offering to Yahuwah shall be offered in addition to the continual burnt offering and its drink offering. In the 1st month, on the 14th day of the month, is Yahuwah's Passover. Verse 16. 14th day of the 1st month is the Passover. 1st day of the 14th month. 1st month, 14th day. Yeah. On the 15th day of this month shall be a feast. Unleavened bread shall be eaten for 7 days. So it says 15th day, and then it says unleavened bread shall be eaten 7 days. 16, the next feast, 7 days. And the 1st day shall be a holy convocation. 1st day of unleavened bread. You shall do no manner of servile work therein, but you shall offer a sacrifice made by fire for a burnt offering unto Yahuwah, 2 young bullocks and 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the 1st year. They shall be unto you without blemish. 2028. And their meal offering shall be of flour mingled with oil. 3/10 deals shall you offer for a bullock, and 2/10 deals for a ram, and several 10th deals shalt thou offer for every lamb throughout the 7 lambs, and 1 goat for a sin offering to make an atonement for you. You shall offer these beside the burnt offering in the morning, which is for a continual burnt offering. After this manner you shall offer daily throughout the 7 days the meal of the sacrifice made by fire of a sweet savor unto Yahuwah. It shall be offered beside the continual burnt offering and his drink offering. And on the 7th day you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work. 7th day of unleavened bread. The Messiah made atonement for us. In the day of the first fruits, when you shall bring a new meat offering unto Yahuwah, after your weeks be out, you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work. After your weeks be out. But you shall offer the burnt offering for a sweet savor unto Yahuwah, 2 young bullocks, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year, 7 without a blemish, they shall be to you. Yeah, I don't claim to know everything, because some of this stuff I'm like, I don't know. So, 28. And their meal offering, fine flour mixed with oil, 3/10 for each bull, 2/10 for the 1 ram. 28. And the several 10th deal unto 1 lamb throughout the 7 lambs, and 1 male goat to make atonement for you, besides the continual burnt offering and its meal offering. You shall offer them and their drink offerings. See that they are without defect. See, I can point some of this stuff out, and some of you that are watching this may be able to figure it out. Through Yahuwah, of course. Different talents. 29. Up to verse 10. Numbers 29. And in the 7th month, on the 1st day of the month, you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no servile work. It is a day of blowing the trumpets unto you. And it's also, so you got the 1st day of the 7th month, the day of trumpets. If you go to where's it at? I can't remember where's that. 7th month. Found it the other day. At the feast of the month, 7th month. The ark rested on the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month. On the 1st day of the 7th month, the summer ends. I can't remember where I found that at. But you'll see in Jeremiah 8:20, see here, the harvest is past, the summer is ended, and we are not saved. see. Voice of the cry of the daughter of my people, because of them that dwell in a far country. Is not Yahuwah in Zion? Is not her king in her? Why have they provoked me to anger with their graven images and with their strange vanities? For the hurt of the daughter of my people am I hurt. I am black. Astonishment hath taken hold on me. Is there no balm in Gilead? Is there no physician there? Why then is not the health of the daughter of my people recovered? 22. Harvest is past, the summer is ended, we are not saved. Summer. Matthew 13:40, as therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of the world. Tares gathered, burned in the fire. Harvest is past. The harvest. The reapers at the end of the world. First day, 7th month. Blowing, the trumpet is blown, day of the trumpets. You see where I'm going with this? I have a hard time explaining myself sometimes, but Joel 2:15, blow the trumpet in Zion, sanctify a fast, call a solemn assembly, blow the trumpet. Gather the people, sanctify the congregation, assemble the elders, gather the children, those that suck the breast. Let the bridegroom go forth from his chamber, and the bride out of her closet. Matthew 9:15, and Yahushua said unto them, can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? He's talking about himself. He's the bridegroom. But the days will come, the bridegroom shall be taken from them, and then shall they fast. Because they were asking, why do we and the Pharisees fast oft, but thy disciples do not? The bridegroom go forth from his chamber, and the bride out of her closet. Let the priests, the ministers of Yahuwah, weep between the porch and the altar, and let them say, spare thy people, O Yahuwah, and give not thine heritage to reproach, that the heathen should rule over them. Wherefore should they say among the people, where is their Elohim? Then will Yahuwah be jealous for his land and pity his people. Then he will be jealous for his land and pity his people. Okay, where was I at? 15, 18. Ah, goodness. 18. Yea, Yahuwah will answer and say unto his people, behold, I will send you corn and wine and oil, and you shall be satisfied therewith, and I will no more make you a reproach among the heathen. That's when he regathers us. Then you will be no more reproached. But I will remove far off from you the northern army, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate, with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part toward the utmost sea. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savour shall come up, because he hath done great things. Fear not, O land, be glad and rejoice, for Yahuwah will do great things. Be not afraid, ye beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness do spring, for the tree beareth her fruit, the fig tree and the vine do yield their strength. We're supposed to bear fruit. I think was it Romans 11, the olive tree. Be glad then, you children of Zion, and rejoice in Yahuwah your Elohim, for he hath given you the former rain moderately, and he will cause to come down for you the rain, the former rain and the latter rain in the first month, and the floor shall be full of wheat. and the fat shall overflow with wine and oil. So this is in the first month. And I will restore to you the years that the locust hath eaten, the cankerworm and the caterpillar and the palmer worm, my great army which I sent among you. So if the harvest starts at the 7th month, it'll be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6 months later. So you shall eat in plenty and be satisfied, and praise the name of Yahuwah your Elohim, that hath dealt wondrously with you, and my people shall never be ashamed. If 6 months would be 91 times 2, 182 days. You shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, that I am Yahuwah your Elohim, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed. Has that happened? No. And it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old men shall dream dreams, your young men shall see visions, and also upon the servants and upon the handmaids in those days will I pour out my spirit, and I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of Yahuwah come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahuwah shall be delivered. For in Mount Zion and Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as Yahuwah hath said, and in the remnant whom Yahuwah shall call. Many called, few chosen. Former rain and latter rain. You can spend all day connecting verses. All day long. Deuteronomy 32, give ear, O ye heavens, and I will speak, and hear, O earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall distill as the dew, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the showers upon the grass, because I will publish the name of Yahuwah. Ascribe you greatness unto Yahuwah, unto our Yahuwah. He is the rock. His work is perfect, for all his ways are judgment, a God of truth, and without iniquity, just and right is he. Who's the rock? Paul tells you the Messiah is the rock. Perfect. They have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of his children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. Do you thus requite Yahuwah, O foolish people and unwise? Is not he thy father that hath bought thee? Hath he not made thee and established thee? Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee, thy elders, and they will tell thee. When the Most High divided the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of wrong. Deuteronomy. They've got so many ways to trip you up. It's ridiculous how much they mess with the scriptures. Deuteronomy 32, verse 8, Septuagint. When the Most High divided the nations, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set for the bounds of the nations according to the number of the angels of Yahuwah. 70 nations split at the Tower of Babel. So, continue on. For Yahuwah's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. Also Israel. He found him in a desert land, and in the waste howling wilderness. He led him about. He instructed him. He kept him as the apple of his eye. As an eagle stirreth up her nest, fluttereth over her young, spreadeth abroad her wings, taketh them, beareth them on her wings. So Yahuwah alone did lead him, and there was no strange God with him. He made him ride on the high places of the earth, that he might eat the increase of the fields, and he made him suck honey out of the rock, and oil out of the flinty rock, butter of kine and milk of sheep, with fat of lambs and rams of the breed of Bashan, and goats with the fat of kidneys of wheat, and thou didst drink the pure blood of the grape. But Jeshurun waxed fat, which should be Israel, and kicked, thou art waxen fat, thou art grown thick, thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook Yahuwah which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation, Messiah. You look in the old translations, they didn't have Jeshurun, they had Israel. They provoked him to jealousy with strange Elohim. With abominations provoked they him to anger. They sacrificed unto devils, not to Yahuwah. to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. Of the rock that begat thee, thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten Yahuwah that formed thee. And when Yahuwah saw it, he abhorred them because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be, for they are a very froward generation, children in whom is no faith. Hebrews chapter 4, if you don't keep the Sabbath, you don't have faith. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not Elohim. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation. For fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn into the lowest Sheol, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. I will heap mischief upon them. I will spend mine arrows upon them. Ephraim, arrows. They shall be burnt with hunger and devoured with the burning heat and with bitter destruction. I will also send the teeth of beasts upon them, with the poison of serpents of the dust. The sword without and the terror within shall destroy both the young man and the virgin, the suckling also with the man of gray hairs. I said I will scatter them into corners. I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men, were it not that I fear the wrath of the enemy, lest their adversaries should behave themselves strangely, and lest they should say, Our hand is high, and Yahuwah hath not done all this. For they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. Oh, that they were wise, that they understood this, that they would consider their latter end. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them, and Yahuwah had shut them up? For their rock is not as our rock, even our enemies themselves being judges. For their vine is the vine of Sodom, and their fields of Gomorrah. Their grapes are grapes with gall. Their clusters are bitter. Their wine is the poison of dragons, and the cruel venom of asp. Is not this laid up in store with me, and sealed up among my treasures? To me belongeth vengeance and recompense. Their foot shall slide in due time, for the day of their calamity is at hand, and the things that shall come upon them make haste. For Yahuwah shall judge his people, and repent himself for his servants, when he seeth that their power is gone, and there is none shut up or left. And he shall say, Where are their gods, their rock in whom they trusted, which did eat the fat of their sacrifices, and drink the wine of their drink offerings? Let them rise up and help you, and be your protection. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no Elohim with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. See, look at, if I can get it to go. Nope. It said, I am he. For I lift up my hand to heaven and say, I live forever. If I whet my glittering sword and mine hand take hold on judgment, I will render vengeance to my enemies, and will reward them that hate me. I will make mine arrows drunk with blood, and my sword shall devour flesh, and that with the blood of the slain and of the captives, from the beginning of revenges upon the enemy. Rejoice, O you nations, with his people, for he will avenge the blood of his servants, and will render vengeance to his adversaries, and will be merciful unto his land and to his people. To his land and to his people. Moses came and spake all the words of this song in the ears of the people, he and Hoshea the son of Nun. So, all that from that here. There's plenty more. That's just a little bit. Verse 2. All the way to 10. You shall offer a burnt offering for a sweet savor unto Yahuwah, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year without blemish. And their meal offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals for a bullock, and 2/10 deals for a ram, and 1/10 of a deal for 1 lamb throughout the 7 lambs, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering to make an atonement for you, beside the burnt offering of the month, and his meal offering, and the daily burnt offering, and his meat offering, and their drink offerings according unto their manner, for a sweet savor, a sacrifice made by fire unto Yahuwah. And you shall have on the 10th day of the 7th month a holy convocation, and you shall afflict your souls. You shall not do any work therein, day of atonement. But you shall offer a burnt offering unto Yahuwah for a sweet savor, 1 young bullock, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year. They shall be unto you without blemish, and their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil, so meal offering. 3/10 deals to a bullock, and 2/10 deals to 1 ram. 1/10 for every lamb of the 7 lambs, 1 male goat for a sin offering, in addition to the sin offering of atonement and the continual burnt offering and their meal offering and their drink offerings. On the 15th day of the 7th month you shall have a holy convocation. You shall do no regular work. You shall keep a feast to Yahuwah 7 days. So in the Dead Sea Scrolls it says a holy convocation, no regular work. You shall keep a feast to Yahuwah 7 days. You shall offer a burnt offering, an offering made by fire of pleasant aroma to Yahuwah, 13 young bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs a year old, all without defect. 12. No, 13. Yep. 14, and their meat offering shall be, a meal offering, shall be of flour mingled with oil, 3/10 deals unto every bullock of the 13 bullocks, and 2/10 deals to each ram of the 2 rams, and a several tenth deal to each lamb of the 14 lambs, and their libations, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, 1 male goat for a sin offering. Pretty specific. Male goat, kid goat. So 29. It's like verse 16. Yep. 29:16. 1 kid of the goats. Kid of the goats. Might have to come back to Joel chapter 2 and read the first part. So, $29. Kid of the goats. Yep. Dead Sea Scroll says male goat. In addition to the continual burnt offering, its meal offering, and its drink offering, on the 2nd day you shall offer 12 young bulls, 2 rams, and 14 male lambs, a year old without defect, and their meal offering and their drink offerings for the bulls and for the rams. Tired of hearing that thing beep there. So, for the rams, for the lambs, according to their number, after the ordinance. 17. So that's an ordinance. 17 to what? 26. And on the 2nd day you shall offer 12 young bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without spot, and their meal offering, their drink offering for the bullocks. So meat offering, drink offering of the bullocks for the rams and for the lambs shall be according to their number after the manner, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, more than likely male goat, beside the continual burnt offering and the meal offering thereof, and their drink offerings. And on the 3rd day 11 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs of the first year without blemish. 26. And their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks and for the rams and for the lambs shall be according to their number after the manner, and 1 goat for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering and his meat offering and his drink offering. And on the 4th day 10 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without blemish, and their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, and for the lambs shall be according to their number after the manner. According to their number after the manner. Stop popping up. And 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering and his meat offering and his drink offering. Pops up. 26. On the 5th day 9 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs, a year old without defect, and their meal offering and their drink offerings for the bulls. So meal offering for the rams and for the lambs according to their number after the ordinance. That would be the carnal ordinances that Paul talks about. And 1 male goat for a sin offering to make atonement for yourself. You don't have to do that anymore because the Messiah is our atonement. That's the law he did away with. In addition to the continual burnt offering and its meal offering and its drink offering. the ones that are completely ignorant of Scripture, they'll read the New Testament and say the law is done away with. Nope. This is what he's talking about when he talks about carnal ordinances, things that were not good, things that they should not live by. This right here, the Messiah made atonement. We don't have to do that no more. That's the law that's done away with. On the 6th day, 8 bulls, 2 rams, 14 male lambs, a year old, without defect, and their meal offering and their drink offerings for the bulls, for the rams, and for the lambs, according to their number, after the ordinance. 29 to 40. And on the 6th day, 8 bullocks, 2 rams, 14 lambs, the first year without blemish, and their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks, for the rams, the lambs shall be according to their number, after the manner, and 1 goat for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering, and his meat offering, and his drink offering. And on the 7th day, 7 bullocks, 2 rams, and 14 lambs of the first year without blemish, and their meat offering and their drink offerings for the bullocks. For the rams and for the lambs shall be according to their number, after the manner, and 1 goat for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering, and his meal offering, and his drink offering. And on the 8th day you shall have a solemn assembly. You shall do no servile work therein, but you shall offer a burnt offering, a sacrifice made by fire of a sweet savor unto Yahuwah, 1 bullock, 1 ram, 7 lambs of the first year without blemish, and their meat offering and their drink offering. For the bullock, for the ram, for the lamb shall be according to their number, after the manner. And 1 goat for a sin offering, beside the continual burnt offering, and his meal offering, and his drink offering. These things you shall do unto Yahuwah in your set feast, beside your vows, and your freewill offerings, for your burnt offerings, and for your meat offerings, meal offerings, and your drink offerings, and for your peace offerings. Moses told the children of Israel according to all that Yahuwah commanded Moses. They break the chapters at different places. So it's kind of weird how they got right here. You got where they break the KJV. Moses told the children of Israel according to all that Yahuwah commanded Moses. And you'll see the Dead Sea Scrolls. They got it there. But Samaritan Pentateuch places it here. So it kind of throws you off a little bit. But 30. The word order in the scroll is different from the Masoretic text. That would be for here. So Numbers 30. Moses spoke to the heads of the tribes of the children of Israel, saying, This is the thing which Yahuwah has commanded. When a man vows a vow to Yahuwah, or swears an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth. It says that in the Dead Sea Scrolls also, when they make an oath to perform the covenant, that they don't go back. When a man vows a vow to Yahuwah, or swears an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word. But the Messiah also said, swear not at all, right? So some of these things he magnified the law, but he made certain changes, and he's the author of the law, so he can do it. Matthew 5:34, but I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is Yahuwah's throne, nor by the earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. So, are we supposed to make one hair white or black? Dyed hair? But let your communication be yea, yea, or nay, nay, for whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil. He shall not break his word. He shall do according to all that proceeds out of his mouth. Also, when a woman vows a vow to Yahuwah and binds herself by a pledge, being in her father's house and in her youth, and her father hears her vow and her pledge with which she has bound her soul, and her father says nothing to her, then all her vows shall stand, and every pledge with which she has bound her soul shall stand. But if her father forbids her in the day that he hears, none of her vows or her pledges with which she has bound her soul shall stand. Yahuwah will forgive her, because her father has forbidden her. If she has a husband while her vows are on her, or the rash utterance of her lips with which she has bound her soul, and her husband hears it and says nothing to her in the day that he hears it, then her vows shall stand, and her pledges with which she has bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband forbids her in the day that he hears it, then he makes void all her vow with which she has bound her soul, and the rash utterance of her lips with which she has bound her soul, Yahuwah will forgive her. 14. Yep. Alright, stop doing that. So, but every vow of a widow and of her that is divorced, wherewith she have bound their souls, shall stand against her. And if she vowed in her husband's house, or bound her soul by a bond with an oath, and her husband heard it, and held his peace at her, and disallowed her not, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she bound her soul shall stand. But if her husband hath utterly made them void on the day he heard them, then whatsoever proceedeth out of her lips concerning her vows, or concerning the bond of her soul, shall not stand. Her husband hath made them void, and Yahuwah shall forgive her. But if her husband says nothing to her from the day to the day, when then he establishes all her vows, or all her pledges which are on her, he has established them, because he said nothing to her in the day that he heard them. But if he makes them null and void after he has heard them, then he shall bear her iniquity. These are the statutes which Yahuwah commanded Moses between a man and his wife, between a father and his daughter, being in her youth in her father's house. Yep. So that is the last of 30. So 31. Yeah, you got numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So next time it'll be 6 chapters. May go ahead and just do one more chapter. How long is it? Whoa, 31's long. Okay, let's see. Yep, let's go ahead and do it. Numbers 31. And Yahuwah spake unto Moses, saying, Avenge the children of Israel of the Midianites, and afterward shalt thou be gathered unto thy people. You shall be gathered to your people. Moses spoke to the children of Israel, saying, here they got people marked out, and it says children of Israel. So why are we considered children? Because he's our Father in heaven. We're considered the children of Israel. So it should say children of Israel. Children of Israel. Yep, children of Israel. Repeated here, children of Israel. Arm men from among you for war, that they may go against Midian, to execute Yahuwah's vengeance on Midian. Of every tribe 1,000, throughout all the tribes of Israel, you shall send to the war. So there were delivered out of the thousands of Israel 1,000 of every tribe, 12,000 armed for war. Moses sent them 1,000 of every tribe to the war with Phinehas the son of Eleazar the priest, to the war with the vessels of the sanctuary and the trumpets for the sound, for the alarm in his hand. 6. Yep, 21. And they warred against the Midianites as Yahuwah commanded Moses, and they slew all the males, and they slew the kings of Midian, beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam also the son of Beor they slew with the sword. It's after Balaam fooled Israel. And the children of Israel took all the women of Midian captives, and their little ones, and took the spoil of all their cattle, and all their flocks, and all their goods, and they burnt all their cities wherein they dwelt, and all their goodly castles with fire, and they took all the spoil, and all the prey, both of men and of beasts, and they brought the captives, and the prey, and the spoil, unto Moses, and Eleazar the priest, and unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, unto the camp at the plains of Moab, which are by the Jordan, near Jericho. And Moses and Eleazar the priest and all the princes of the congregation went forth to meet them without the camp. And Moses was wroth with the officers of the host, with the captains over thousands and captains over hundreds, which came from the battle. And Moses said unto them, Why have you saved all the women alive? Behold, these caused the children of Israel, through the counsel of Balaam, to commit trespass against Yahuwah in the matter of Peor, and there was a plague among the congregation of Yahuwah. So these are the same women that Balaam used to make Israel go astray. Now therefore kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman that hath known man by lying with him. But all the women children that have not known man by lying with him, keep alive for yourselves, and do you abide without the camp 7 days. Whosoever hath killed any person, and whosoever hath touched any slain, purify both yourselves and your captives on the 3rd day and on the 7th day. 3rd day, 7th day. And purify all your raiment, that's your clothes, and all that is made of skins, and all the work of the goat's hair, and all things made of wood. And he is saying, Moses to Eleazar the priest, say to mortals, the ones going to war, this law which Yahuwah instructed, gold, silver, copper, and iron, and tin, and lead, all that can pass through the fire, you pass through fire, so that it may be clean. But everything which may not come through fire, you shall cause to pass through water. You will rinse your garments on the 7th day, and you will be clean, and thereafter you may come into the camp. That's because the people they were fighting were defiled. 21. Mostly abominations, giants. Eleazar the priest said to the men of war who went to the battle, this is the statute of the law which Yahuwah has commanded Moses. However, the gold and the silver and the bronze, the iron, the tin, and the lead, everything that may withstand the fire, you shall make to go through the fire, and it shall be clean. Nevertheless, it shall be purified with the water for impurity. All that doesn't withstand the fire, you shall make to go through the water for impurity. You shall wash your clothes on the 7th day, and you shall be clean. Afterwards you shall come into the camp. Yahuwah spoke to Moses, saying, you got a 1 here. The orange colored word is in red ink in the scroll. So it's obviously important if they put it on here in red ink. 25 to 30. And Yahuwah spoke to Moses, saying, take the sum of the prey that was taken, both of man and of beast, thou and Eleazar the priest, and the chief fathers of the congregation, and divide the prey into 2 parts, between them that took the war upon them who went out to battle, and between all the congregation, and levy a tribute unto Yahuwah of the men of war which went out to battle, 1 soul of 500, both of the persons, and of the beeves, and of the asses, and of the sheep, and of all the animals. Take it of their half, and give it unto Eleazar the priest for a heave offering unto Yahuwah, or of Yahuwah. Of the children of Israel's half, you shall take 1 drawn out of 50 of the persons, of the cattle, of the flocks, of the donkeys, and of all the livestock, and give them to the Levites who perform the duty of Yahuwah's tabernacle. Moses and Eleazar the priest did as Yahuwah commanded Moses. Now the plunder over and above the booty which the men of war took was 675,000 sheep, 72,000 head of cattle. 32. Three. Looks like they got a different amount here. 312,000 beeves, whatever that is. 301,000 asses, 30 and 2,000 persons in all, of women that had not known man by lying with him. And the half which was the portion of them that went out to war was in number 300,000, 7 and 30,000 and 500 sheep. And Yahuwah's tribute of the sheep was 615, and the beeves were 36,000, of which Yahuwah's tribute was 312. 32, so 35. Oh. Yep, and 32,000 persons in all, of the women who had not known man by lying with him. 38. The cattle were 36,000, of which Yahuwah's tribute was 72. Go to 43. The asses were 30,500, which Yahuwah's tribute was 301. And the persons were 16,000, of which Yahuwah's tribute was 30 and 2 persons. And Moses gave the tribute which was Yahuwah's heave offering unto Eleazar the priest, as Yahuwah commanded Moses. It's kind of, and the children of Israel's half, which Moses divided from the men that warred. Now the congregation's half was 337,500 sheep, 36,000 head of cattle. To verse 46. I guess that's for the cattle there. 36,000 beeves. So 46, and then finish up. And 30,000 asses and 500. And 16,000 persons, even the children of Israel's half. Moses took one drawn out of every 50, both of man and of animal, and gave them to the Levites, who performed the duty of Yahuwah's tabernacle, as Yahuwah commanded Moses. The officers who were over the thousands of the army, the captains of thousands. So this is in red on the manuscript. And the captains of hundreds came near to Moses, the ones who came from the service of the battle. They said to Moses, your servants have taken the sum of the men who are under our command, and there lacks not one man of us. We have brought Yahuwah's offering, what every man found, gold ornaments, armlets, bracelets, signet rings, and earrings, and necklaces, to make atonement for our souls before Yahuwah. Moses and Eleazar the priest took their gold, even all worked jewels, all the gold of the wave offering that they offered up to Yahuwah, of the captains of thousands and of the captains of hundreds, was 16,750 shekels. The men of war had taken booty, every man for himself. Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold of the captains of thousands and of hundreds, and brought it into the tent of meeting for a memorial for the children of Israel before Yahuwah. All right. So that's 30, right? $25 to $30. Nope, that's 31. Oops. All right, we'll finish up there and maybe finish Numbers next time. All right. I hope that was a blessing and helpful, and happy Sabbath, everybody. Hope to see you.